Hello, I'm Martin Park. You can call me Coach. For those that don't know me, I'm a naturopath and a master coach and trainer who has been working professionally in the health, fitness, wellness and self-improvement industries for over 45 years. If you are someone who is interested in learning how to maximize your overall health, well-being and performance, then welcome. Habits are like a comfortable bed. They are very easy to get into, but very difficult to get out of. With bad habits being like unwelcome guests that come to visit, then refuse to leave. We all have habits we wish we could shake off, those behaviors that seem to cling to us like shadows, whether it's nail biting, procrastination, overeating, or scrolling endlessly on your phone, or more severe habits like smoking or excessive drinking. These patterns can significantly hinder our quality of life. Many of us have tried to break these habits through sheer willpower. We've made grand declarations, set ambitious goals, only to find ourselves falling back into old patterns days or weeks later. It's frustrating, demoralizing, and can make us feel like we're stuck, destined to repeat the same behaviors over and over. So what is a habit? A habit is a routine of behavior that is repeated regularly and tends to occur subconsciously. Once a behavior becomes habitual, it's like running on autopilot, which means less decision-making and cognitive effort, and the brain loves this because it saves energy. And every habit, good or bad, follows a simple loop, a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue triggers the habit, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward is the positive reinforcement that keeps the habit loop going. This loop makes habits hard to break because it is wired into our brain's reward system. They become automatic behaviors that we repeat without much thought, even when we know they're not good for us. Now, when it comes to theories, approaches, and techniques that are recommended for breaking bad habits, well, the list is huge. I'm personally aware of 32 different approaches and techniques, and I'm quite sure there will be others that I'm not aware of. But today we won't be concerning ourselves with all those approaches, as I'm going to give you a simple yet highly effective, when done correctly, strategy that you can use to make meaningful changes in your life. And this strategy is replace, don't erase. The number one key to breaking a habit, good or bad, is to replace it with a different one. Ideally a positive new habit, but even a neutral one can work well. This means you don't just stop doing something, you need to consciously and actively introduce a new habit to take its place. The challenge in breaking a habit isn't just stopping the action, it's filling the void that's left behind. Quitting abruptly, going cold turkey, often leads to an emptiness and a persistent craving for the old habit. By replacing it with something new, you shift from fighting against a negative force to moving toward a positive one. The aim with this is not to eliminate the old habit in one go, but to gradually adjust your behavior over time. Each time you choose the new activity over the old one, you're strengthening a new neural pathway, making it easier with each repetition until it becomes your new routine. Now, the trick to making this work is to make this new activity, this replacement habit, something very easy to do. This is extremely important. Many people struggle with advice that recommends new behaviors which are too complex or demanding. When they attempt it, it doesn't work. And the reason for this is simple. The new behavior that they have been asked to do to replace the bad habit isn't easy enough to maintain consistently. Ensuring that your new habit is straightforward and manageable is key to making this process work. Here is an example, both the wrong way and the right way. Simone wants to break the habit of mindlessly overeating junk food at night while watching Netflix as she's gaining way too much weight. Her cue, routine, and reward loop with this behavior is cue, sitting down to watch Netflix, routine, mindlessly eating junk food, reward, temporary satisfaction. Here is the wrong way to do it. She decides to replace, not erase, the original habit by choosing to either go for a walk or practice some mindful meditation. These options were recommended to her by a friend at work who is in great shape and regularly does both of these activities. Great. Both of these activities are excellent choices for someone to include into their life if they are looking to improve their overall well-being. Unfortunately, as a replacement activity for Simone's Netflix binge eating, they are doomed to fail as they both require a lot of effort and change. What if on the Monday night that she has decided to start walking, it is raining and the rain continues for the rest of the week? Not a big deal for someone who is simply walking as part of their activity routine, but for someone like Simone who's attempting to replace a habit, it is disastrous as she won't get started. And while the meditation option sounds great in theory, she's never meditated in her life, and as a matter of fact, she doesn't even know whether she believes in meditation and all that gobbledygook. So come Monday night, she's back in front of the television, chomping away due to confusion and uncertainty. Failed on both counts due to being too difficult. Here is the right way to do it. Step 1, I tell her to not only keep watching Netflix, but also for the next month of this transition to also take on the free month's trial of Amazon Prime, as it has got some programs that she has expressed excitement towards watching. Step 2, half an hour before sitting down to watch one of these new programs, she prepares a platter of sliced Lebanese cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, snack-sized carrot sticks, half a small avocado, a handful of Kalamata olives, 50 grams of feta cheese, and a pot of jasmine tea, which is one of her favorite teas. Step 3, she takes this healthy and mouth-watering feast, and while watching a new program, she slowly enjoys herself. And all with the knowledge that this platter is 80% less calories than her previous snacking choices of chocolate, chips, and soft drink, plus chock full of nutrients, while also costing less money to purchase. Win, win, win. The first options of walking or meditating, while both healthy pursuits, were doomed to fail, as they are changes that require a lot of effort. The second option of replacing bad food choices with good ones, while still requiring effort and willpower, are much easier to implement and stick to, as it is a relatively easy transition. Also, by adding in the extra reward of the new Amazon Prime programs at the same time of making the food choice changes, her brain will simultaneously associate both the food and the programs as positive, tricking her brain to embrace this new behavior with less stress and conflict. Breaking bad habits requires effort, but by choosing the right way to go about it before you start, you'll be giving yourself the best possible chance of succeeding. If you need my assistance with any of this, please visit my website and support community that I've created specifically to assist with this. It is a community built on the foundation of accountability, support, and empowerment, with all the tools you will need to rethink, reboot, and reclaim your health and well-being. I will leave a link in the description. I thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your company. If you found value in today's episode, then please hit the subscribe, like, or follow buttons to help me with growing my channel. I look forward to spending some time with you again. Bye for now.